Hello and good morning. Happy New Year's Eve. Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. Thank you so much for joining me. Hop on, say hi, let me know where you're from. Also, if it's the first time watching. Just waiting right now to see if I have any comments. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and a safe one. And now on to the new year. I don't know about anybody else, but I am ready for 2022. Okay, so we are going to get started. Again, RoseWardStampersDelight.com. Let me just take these off so I can put my real glasses on and see. Hi, Linda. Happy New Year. Peggy, Diana, Stacy, thank you all for tuning in. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. Thank you, Stacy. Don't forget to share my videos either on Facebook or YouTube. And let me just fix this. Want to make sure everything is good. Okay, so here we go. Let me switch the camera. Sorry about that. There we go. All right, so today is the last day. Yes, stay safe in 2022, Maureen. You're right. Good morning, Win Ann. Okay, so if you want to place an order, this is still the host code until midnight tonight. You go to Stampersdelight.com, use that host code if your order is less than $150. Just go to Stampersdelight.com. You'll see all my links also for the grab your coffee, grab your tea mug. There's a lot of new items at the apparel shop. And you want to check that out at Stampersdelightshop.com. So a couple things I want to just remind you because time is running out. Okay, if you'd like to get in on the paper share, you need to place that order, okay, by the 3rd. Everything will be on my blog, Stampersdelight.com. So this is the paper share, and this is everything you get. I'm not going to go through that. You can find that on the blog. The next thing I want to remind everybody is that my online retreat is also, information is on the blog with that, and you get the flowing flowers, the Happy Hedgehog bundle, and a swag bag with 8 to 10 projects, everything you need to complete those projects except for maybe your adhesive, and a couple of little gifts in there, and also a step-by-step tutorial video. Okay, so you want to check that out also, but let me just show you. I was at Christmas tree shop yesterday with my mom, or last night. Look what I found. Isn't that cute? Hedgehogs. Stampin' Up's right up there with the hedgehogs. A little magnet and a pen. I couldn't resist. I had to buy that. So that is my online retreat and also my online class for the month of January. You have till the 10th to sign up for that. However, I want to caution you. We all know about the back orders and things, you know, not just Stampin' Up, everywhere. I caution you to order this as soon as possible. So the online January class, you have till January 10th, and that is with the Hello Ladybugs bundle. Please, 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 I can't stress enough, if you see something in the new catalog, you want to order it right away so there's no back orders or problems with that. So here's a couple of samples with that little ladybug, or Hello Ladybug, that I did. And there's the video is out there on those. Okay. Good morning, Carol. Okay, so what we are going to do today is I am going to open my paper pumpkin. Yay! I am back, and I will be back on Friday mornings, Facebook Live at 9 a.m., and Mondays, YouTube, 7 p.m. So here is the paper pumpkin for this month. Lots of puns. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't sure about this, but oh my gosh, it's so cute. Wait till you see this. Okay. So, of course, you get your little ink spot, and you get all the stamps. You've got all that little fruit, and that's a big thing right now, the little fruits. Okay. With the little faces. Hope the ladybug is available on the 4th. Well, it should be. I know there's no guarantees, Jill. And now that I know Jill's on, I have to tell you that the card that I'm going to be making later is actually inspired by Jill Peterson. So thank you, Jill. So in here, now again, this is the lots of puns. Let me just show you. Next month is Kisses and Hugs. Okay. And so this is a sneak peek at next month. If you want to get in on the paper pumpkin, again, the link will be below when I am done or on my blog. So let's open this up and see what we get here. All right, so of course we have the instructions. Whoop, just need to bring that over so I don't throw anything on the floor. We have the instructions here with the cute little 3 ideas they give you. And the cute thing is they give you some alternatives and tell you what colors are in there. So here's some alternatives. I did some alternatives already that you'll see. We got our little doodad kit, as I call it, because I can't remember everything. We've got some twine. We've got some dimensionals and these little cute little gems. You didn't get this one. Okay, well, I might change your mind about why you know, thinking about why you didn't get it. But anyway, and of course we have the envelopes. So here's the different envelopes. And the cards. So we have 3 of each. So here's the first set. Here's the next set. Can do a lot with this. Here is the 3rd one. And then of course all our die cuts. Some vellum. And some more die cuts. And then of course all our little fruit. So cute. Cold and snowy South Dakota. Oh my gosh, Holly. Yeah, it's just raining here in New York. It's been in the 40s, so it's not too bad, which was one of the reasons why I went out yesterday. Although, going out, I don't do too much right now. Please, everyone, stay safe. I know it's a scary time again, but hopefully 2022 will be better. Okay, so that's everything in the kit. Let's go with the samples. Okay, so in the samples, let me bring this. I'm going to bring these over here so I don't lose them. Okay, so in the kit, we have this card right here. I'm sorry, that's the pits. And here's the card that I did with that. So I always do at least one, like the instructions show. The next one we have is this cute little banana. Peel better soon. I love that. Peel better soon. And then, of course, you can stamp the inside. Thank you, Linda. I got some information at the end here for some giveaways, so you're definitely going to want to stay for that. Let's go. I love this. Let's grow mold together. I loaf you. You tell the best yolks. Is that adorable or what? They're so cute. Okay, so those are the ones that you can do with the kit. Now let's take a look at some of my alternatives. So the first one is, and I used one of our embossing folders. Okay, we're just going to move that out of the way for a second. And straighten that out maybe. So the first thing I did was I cut the envelopes in half, or the cards rather. Okay, so this is this card, and I cut it in half so that I can make 2 cards. So with the yellow piece, I started putting this together and I realized it looked like a face. Thanks a bunch. Could put some little eyes in there too if I wanted. So this is just a cute little thank you card. Now let me find the, okay, here it is. So when I cut that out, Do you have a new tabletop? Okay, so let me go there first. So this is a new table, and I'm in a new area doing my videos. What I did was I bought some more backgrounds. I was using the plain white table. I heard from a lot of you that you couldn't see the projects. So I bought a couple of the photography backgrounds. That's what these are. That's what everybody uses. Okay, they're not necessarily a real table. Wooden table. Some may have wooden tables. I do, but... So you may see different colored backgrounds depending on what I'm showing. Okay? Okay, so that's the thanks a bunch that I did. And then with this card, since I cut it in half, I had this piece to make another card. Check this out. So who remembers, or I think they still do it, Denny's always had the Grand Slam breakfast. Does anybody remember that? Hope your day is a grand slam, and I got that from our new stamp set, Your Biggest Fan. Hope your day is a grand slam. The Grand Slam breakfast at Denny's. Little shout out to Denny's there. Thank you, Megan. And you can see I got the eggs. Too bad I didn't have a little bacon on that plate, right? And this I just made into a birthday card. And the happy birthday came from, whoop, the new, these are all sticking to my thing, the new Special Moments celebration. Can I put the, yes, Deborah, I will put the link to the backgrounds, okay? And if I forget, just text me or email me, but I will do that. So I used the happy birthday from the Special Moments, and that's the new celebration coming up. Okay, so Grand Slam breakfast. The next one I did was with the green. I like to get as much as I can out of these kits. So the next one I did was with the green, and I cut that in half. And for this side, I did thanks a bunch, and I just added a couple of the cherries and bananas, a bunch of fruit, and made a cute little thank you. And then for the green side, let's see what I did with the green side. Let me just find that one. Oh, here it is. For the green side, I actually cut it in quarters. Cut it this way, along with the other side of this one. So when you cut these in half, okay, you would have these two sections, and then I cut them diagonally so I could get more out of them. And here's what I came up with for this one. Not sure where the envelope is. I think it's right there. And again, I ran it through that embossing folder. I think it's the time-worn embossing folder. I'll have it in the description. And I made another thank you card. Now, of course, I used this from the kit. I had that round circle already done. And that piece back there is from the Friendly Hello Designer Series paper. And I had that laying around, so I just put that. Oh, thank you, Angie. Oh, thank you, Megan. Thank you, Stacy. So again, I got another little thank you card out of there. Now, for the other side of that, which was this side. Oh, nope, that's not the right one. I already showed you that. Sorry. Okay. The next one I did, again, I cut. Oh, this one is even better yet. Okay, so hold on. For this card, what I did, you see that background? Was I took this envelope. And inside the envelope, you can see the paper. So I cut the envelope. I'm going to show you how I did it, okay? Let me just show you real quick. If I get to make a card with it, great. If not, because this is really cool, too. You can do this with your, and you can get extra cards out of it. So all you do is you just, this is the thing about lives. I can just change it up any way I want. I'm just going to put that over there. The stripes on your shirt remind me of new ribbon. I wore this glitter shirt because it's New Year's Eve day. What are your plans for New Year's Eve? We're just going, well, I shouldn't say we're just going to dinner. We're going out to dinner. So there I have my envelope. And then what I did was, let me cut this off first. And then I cut this at 4 inches. So I have this piece. I could use that for something else. Throw that one out. And then I did it this way to 5 1/4. Okay, so now I have a piece of background paper, designer series paper that I can use. For this one, what I actually did was I cut it down to 3 3/4. Okay, so just this 3 3/4 there. And then I used some of the strips of the green paper that I had left over, this background here, and just put 2 strips behind it. Okay, so there we have that. So that's how I did that one. Isn't it nice that I'm not rushing? I'm still pinching myself that I'm actually, this is really needs to be stuck down. Okay, so sorry, that's the pits. Again, these are can be get well cards or whatever you need them for. The next one I used regular, oh nope, I cut this one in half too. I cut a lot of these cards in half. So this is You Tell the Best Yolks, Have an Excellent Day. And again, you can see that I just layered them on our basic white so that I could get more cards out of it. Here's another one, Thanks a Bunch, again with the embossing folder. Thanks, Win Ann. So there's another thank you card. I mean, I still have pieces left over, okay? So there's so much you can do with this kit. Okay, so this one, again, I cut all of them in half. Peel Better Soon. Hello, Peel Better Soon. And I just did a little bit a different arrangement. Yes, I'm sorry, that's the pits. I'm loving retirement. I've been pretty busy, though, since with the holiday and everything, and I'm still working on the room, which reminds me, a lot of people have been asking me about my room. It'll probably never be done, to tell you the truth. However, I will do a quick video, probably, well, soon, very soon, on how it's coming together. I don't actually think it's going to be 100% until maybe a year from now, but I am going to do a quick video on that. Hello, Susan. Okay. And the last sample I have to show you is this one, which I did with the bread. Let's grow mold together. I loaf you. Happy anniversary. And I used the anniversary sentiment from Celebrating You. So these are the new sets that will be available January 4th, right around the corner. I used the Celebrating You. I used Your Biggest Fan. And I used the celebration set, Special Moments. Okay, so those are the sentiments that I used, extra sentiments, with this kit. Okay, so the last one, I'm actually going to do it for first. Well, actually, maybe I'll just show you. So I got this idea from Jill, who is on right now. Thank you, Jill. But I changed it up a little bit. So I took the card, okay, which is right here. So let me grab that. I took the whole piece, okay, and what I did was I made a little stand-up card. Can you see that? Now, I didn't have to layer anything as far as the card, because I'm going to show you how I did that. Okay, so this stands up. Let me just flip the camera for a moment so you can see that. So this little easel card, and I use those little guys to hold it in place. So thank you, Jill, for this idea. Okay, now let me show you how quick and easy this is. All right, so I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. And all I did was, I'm just going to get rid of this right now because that's annoying me. Okay, so put it in this way. And you can actually do however wide you want it. I think I did this 1 inch. So let me just see if that's what I did it at. Yeah, I did it 1 inch on each side. What a cute stand-up easel card. So I'm going to go in at 1 inch here. And I'm just going to drag that down right. And I like to just tug it a little bit till it gets to the end so I don't go over too far. I'd rather have to paper snip that than cut it too far. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same on this side because there's the 1 inch, here's the 1 inch, and I am going to do the same thing. Now, Jill, I think you layered it onto a second piece of cardstock. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to change it up. Okay. All right. So there's the first part. All right. So now I'm going to bring these in. I'm going to bring in my one folder. And this is what I meant. Now, if it didn't quite go as far as I needed, you could just take your paper snips, okay, and just snip that. I didn't want to go over the line. It's best to do less. Less is more. Okay, so there's the card. Now what you're going to do is you're just going to fold that in half. That's it. Give it a good, yes, a center easel card. Okay. And I'm going to tell you that you're going to really want to burnish this really well, back and forth, okay, so that it stands up but it doesn't flip back. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Okay, so the next thing I did was I put a little adhesive on these pieces. And you can use whatever adhesive you have. And I just put that right down. So that's your card. All right, so let's bring in some of these pieces. Okay, so we are going to bring in, and I'm going to change this up a little bit. I want the hello. So we'll take the hello. I'm going to use some extra pieces here. I think I might want this red one. That's all from there. Let's see, I might take this one. So I'm just taking pieces off so that I can play with this. I don't know which ones I'm going to use yet. I'm going to use as many pieces as I can. I'm probably going to have to cut them. Look at all these pieces. Okay, let me take one of these out too. Since I'm playing card on the fly here. All right. I am going to bring in my little guys. Where'd they go? My son says, you never remember where anything is. I said, yeah, it's true. I don't. Okay, here they are. Okay, let's bring these in. All right, so I'm going to bring in a piece of toast, a little egg. I think I'm even going to bring in the cherries. I'm going to play with everything right now. And then that. Okay, so let's do some stamping. All right. So I'm going to bring in some ink. I am using my large early espresso. I'm going to bring in the egg first. And I don't see my pad here, which should be, but we'll just wing it. Okay. And just find this spot. I should be using my mat, but I don't have it here, so we'll just go with it. Okay. I don't want any, let's see. This can be a get well card. Okay, so this is the little frowny face. Little frowny face. We're going to have all little frowny faces. Because we're going to make this, I think, a get well card. And there, a little frowny face there. I'll send this to my aunt in North Carolina. She's getting over surgery. And another little frowny face. Okay, got our little frowny faces done. All right. So now I'm going to take the hello. See which one I want on here. think I have both. All right, so I'm going to do the little banana first. So let me grab my... I'm going to put 2 of these on here because I really do want them to stick. Like I said, I wasn't sure about this kit, but I absolutely love it. It's so stinking cute. Okay. Put him there. Well, let me lay that down so I can play with it. And we're going to put this one here. This one here. And I can actually, you know, have that go up a little bit because it'll lay flat in the envelope. And then I'm going to use the hello right here. And I'm going to also do that. That I think I'm going to just lay flat. So I'll use my Tombow for that. Alright, so let's do this underneath here. Just slide that under there so it says hello. Hello, hello. Alright. Then, oh yeah, let me layer some of that up. How about that? What do you think? Give it a little extra kick there. That kind of looks cute, doesn't it? I might even add some more of these pieces. Let me grab another one of those. What do you think? Hello, Marlene. Okay, so here's something else. Okay, when you pull these pieces out, this one right here doesn't poke out, but guess what? All you have to do is cut it, and you got an extra piece. You could do that on all of them, especially the ones that have a pattern. Okay, so now I actually have 2 pieces. All right, so I am going to glue this down first. Just a couple little dabs will do ya. I'm going to put that right on here. Smush that a little bit so it's straight. Then I'm going to grab my dimensionals. Put that one right here. Okay, on this one, I'm going to do the same thing. Grab that. Put a little... So the reason this looks a little, the wood looks a little dull is because I have a silicone mat over the whole thing. So I don't have to worry about getting it on the mat. Okay. And anything I mention, if I don't put it in the link, just ask me about. I will put the background papers link on there for you. I'm going to just put that right there. See if I got it. Oh, it's coming out cute, isn't it? Oh, I'm loving it. Without the black strip, you don't like the black strip? Too late, Maureen. I already put it on there. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to put these guys on here so I know where I want them. Maureen said no black strip, but it was too late. I already put the black strip on there. I thought it kind of made it jump out, but remember, no matter what you do with these, whoever you send it to is going to love it. Okay, we are going to put the little egg right here. So that stops it right there. Okay. Love this card. Thank you, Barbara. Okay, so now we have it here. All right, so I'm not done yet. Let's see. The sentiment we are going to use is Peel Better Soon. So that, I'm going to grab this one. Again, thank you, Jill, for your idea. And I just took off a little, changed it up a bit. Oh, okay, I gotta make sure I keep that down. Hopefully I get this straight. If not, I got another piece. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that's gonna go right there. But I'm thinking, do I wanna lay, nah, I don't wanna layer it there, but I want that there. I am going to now take this little piece and my Tombow. How do you stamp the, okay, I'll show you how to do the mustache. The mustache actually goes right over the face. I'm just going to add a little Tombow to this. Now you see I'm adding it on top, and there's a reason, okay? Just a tiny bit, because that actually goes on top right here. Like that, okay? And you can just play with it a little bit. Whoop, or not. Put that back on there. So just a little bit of that.